Hello everybody, it's your old pal Tuna here and welcome back to another video. This is the minicomi vlog and we are actually still a week and a half or 2 weeks out from minicomi here, but I just got this box, which I have been waiting for a little bit longer than I expected. It was supposed to arrive in time for the icon experience, which would be, I don't know, a video you saw recently. But it has finally arrived, and this is a restock and a new batch of orders from my pin / now my patch manufacturer. I haven't seen a lot of these designs yet, just the digital composites that I made, so I'm excited to unbox it and share it with you. So I've actually been ordering from this supplier for over a decade now, which is kind of funny. I don't order a huge volume of enamel pins, but I did add, I think, 4 new pin colorways to my itty bitty kitty collection, and I have patches. The last place that I was purchasing patches from was pretty reliable, but they increased their prices by like 50%, and I wasn't in the mood for that, so I decided to switch to these guys, and hopefully the quality will be gorgeous, amazing. So here is my Mothman kitty, looking a little overexposed there on the camera. I did have some of these from my last supplier and I sold out, so must have been a popular design. Decided to order some more. These are my I visited Earth and all I got was anxiety patches, and I guess this is the new one that I ordered. I can't even remember because it was all so long ago, but this is based on a sticker design that I have that is fairly popular. If you're interested in making something like patches or even enamel pins or apparel, gauging the popularity of designs as a lower cost item like a sticker is a great way to test new designs. And yeah, it came out so cute. They're bigger than I expected. So these are cat UFO abduction patches. I'm delighted. Patches are something that I'm really passionate about, if you will, and I'd like to continue to introduce new designs. So now that I'm aware that my supplier can do them the way I like them, I hope to bring more soon. Anyway, we've got some kitties to go through. These are the black cats restocked. These are the white and orange cats restocked. These are the tabby cats restocked. I was completely out of those. I have calico cat restock, always a popular choice. Tuxedo cat restock. I sold out of these a long time ago. They're super popular. Orange cat restock. And here are the new designs. Very exciting. Okay, let's start with this one. It looks like there's 3 new designs. I don't even remember what I'm doing. These are orange tuxedos. So the best part about working with these is there's 2 base molds that I can then get screen printed and color coated in different ways. So it's the same design as the orange one, except now there is a white patch, and it's the same screen that I use for the tuxedo cats. So there's a lot of consistency between designs, which is very satisfying to me. But both of these ones have entirely new patterns. I'll open this up so you can see it more closely. This is like the swirl tabby cat design. And then this is the often requested Bengal cat. I did my best to make a Bengal cat in this particular style. There, you can see it up close, can you? Yes, pretty cute. Lots of detail on this one. But yeah, I can count on at least one hand how many times people have asked me for Bengals. So hopefully it will be popular. And yeah, there's the cinnamon swirl tabby. So cute, very exciting, always fun to get new merch. And yeah, next step to unbox and sort all of this stuff and then add it to the display eventually. Yeah, you're so cute, Nari. I know. You like that sound, Flapjack? It's funny. Okay, hello everybody. I don't think we've spent any meaningful time here in the apartment for quite a while, so welcome back. Yes, I'm actually filming a very small amount of the prep that's gone into this mini-comi, which is tomorrow. It's Friday, by the way. Tomorrow, Saturday, mini-comi. But truth be told, this is pretty much all of the planning that I'm doing in advance of the show. Just a quick inventory pack out and making sure I have all of my display supplies, which are still in my suitcase from the last one and the one before that and the one before that. I think the thing about doing a ton of markets back to back is that you can get very efficient about exactly what needs to be in your suitcase, and it can just live there most of the time. It is Friday now and the con is tomorrow. It runs from 11:30 to 6. It's just the one day, which I'm very much looking forward to. And believe it or not, this was the first market I ever sold at back in the day. You can see here, I spent $50 on printing and $50 on a half of a table, and I did not even break even. But that just goes to show that mini-comi's been around for over 10 years, because I think that was back in 2015 or something like that. And I actually now haven't tabled at this market since 2018 or 2019. I don't remember, it was back before the pandemic, and it was back when I was kind of doing a different thing at my table. So that is all to say, I have no point of reference for mini-comi in its current iteration, other than that it has a great reputation, and I know that it has always stayed true to being a free to attend event that heavily encourages cosplayers. It's kind of like anime and art market, artist alley cosplay smorgasbord. And thank goodness it is here in Vancouver. It's not too far from where I live, because all of the travel has absolutely been getting to me. I know a lot of people do this job for like a full-time job, and they do way more shows than I do and travel way more than I do, but you know, I was built to sit in this room and draw, not to travel around. That's just what, you know, that's my lot in life, to have to do it. Anyway, it is taking place at the Vancouver Roundhouse, which is where VanCaf usually takes place. So the venue itself is kind of like a fan favorite. And if the weather is nice tomorrow, it's in an area that gets a ton of walking traffic of Vancouverites in a very nice part of town. It could be a very awesome day, but I'm going to keep my expectations metered. If we hit that $1,000 a day sales mark, I will be totally happy, because my overhead is literally going to be 2 Uber rides, the table, and probably my lunch if there's something tasty to buy. Now, I thought it would be a good time to squeeze in a little nugget. I had somebody in the comments section of a video right here ask me a really good question about how I basically come up with the things that I say when I'm talking to people at conventions. And real talk, I didn't notice that I say so many of the same things over and over again before I started watching myself. And I mean, obviously I'm immediately noticing that I'm doing that. I have always called what I do when I go to these markets as like entering into NPC mode, and I don't mean that as a bad thing. I just think it's me putting on like a social and extroverted persona, which is not dissimilar to the videos. I think I'm a little more toned down in the videos. But you know, you want to be on while you're selling at your table, and yeah, a lot of the things that I say are a result of that onness. And here's the thing, when you're at your table, a lot of people are going to come up to you, and you're going to notice that they're saying a lot of the same things. They're bringing up the same topics. Like, a lot of people ask me how many cats I have. So because of that, I have a default response where I go, oh, I have a tuxedo and I have an orange cat, and I point to the cartoons of them. I tell them a little bit about them, and then I ask them the same question back. And it's just that when you hear the same things over and over again, it's just a lot easier to say the same things back. It's a customer service role, really. And on the other end of the spectrum, a lot of people ask the same questions about the products. So if I see somebody looking at the books, for example, that I have at my table kind of quizzically, I know that they're like, what are these books about? What is this? And so I'll say something like, I'm the illustrator of these books, please feel welcome to flip through them. And I think that you'll find that you naturally develop these kinds of responses when you start to interact with people at your table. You'll figure out what questions are applicable to your stuff and how people respond to the way that you engage with them. Because I really can't stress enough how important I feel like trying to read the other person is, which I know can be challenging for people. So just do your best to like get the vibe of the person you're talking to and give it right back to them. And if you don't want to do it that way, that's fine too. I am just showing you the way that I do it so that you can either take that and run with it or take it and run in a totally different direction that works better for your style, because it's a natural evolution of the type of person that I am, and it might not be a natural evolution of the type of person that you are. But yeah, okay, well now you can think about that while we're watching me sell later in the video, because I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of that. But for the rest of today, it is Friday. I actually, before I started working on packing this up, was working on my Patreon rewards for next month, for August. The snack pack voted for a beach boardwalk theme, and that actually won out in front of alien cats. So people are really excited about this beach boardwalk, and I did not want to disappoint. So I finished up the sticker sheet this morning. It's really cute, and I always do a bunch of items for the lunchbox and the big lunch. They're like a set based around the theme. So the sticker sheet, and then I'm gonna do this kind of, it's not like a blind box pull, but it's kind of like a game. I don't want to give too much away until it's complete, but I drew the little stickers that will be kind of the reward for playing the game. And I do 4 rewards generally, so I have to do the other 2 hopefully before August 1st, which is just in a few days now. So I will spend the rest of the day working on those. Oh yeah, and don't forget that you can get in on that Patreon stuff at patreon.com/artbytuna. Anyway, let's jump cut to tomorrow, to con day, get set up, and sell some stickers. Are you? So good, thank you.
Sorry, the patch with the earth one.
Oh, thank you. It's the story of my life. It would be my pleasure. The anxiety patch? Awesome. Do you want a little paper bag for it? My pleasure. Paying by card, or you got cash? Let's do it. 10 on the nose, please. Thank you. And do you need a business card, or do you already have?
I know you.
Yeah, I recognize you. Yeah, thank you so much. How are you guys? Long time no see. I think it was either at Christmas, unless you went to Cuties in February. I still have the house. It's literally like on my desk in like a case, and it hasn't. Nothing strange has happened to it. Exactly. Sugar holding it together. All right, what am I fetching? At food, yes. Sticker sheet. I'm really low on on backing cards. Is it okay like this? Awesome. Swimming cat, yeah. Cat getting abducted? Yeah. Okay. 2 stickers, sticker sheet, couple of goodies, paper bag for everything.
Welcome to minicomi 2025.
That's right. Sorry. The talking and the doing math in my head at the same time is not working. Okay. It's nice to see you. Yeah, don't miss out. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hello everyone. There's been like a lull for 2 seconds, so I just wanted to say hi. I completely forgot to bring my filming phone / camera, so if there's less footage than usual, that would be why. But if you look above me, I've actually taken down my tote bag display because the tables here are not well designed for me to put it up, and it was leaning very precariously back, and they specifically said in an email, don't let your stuff fall down. So I took it down and put the tote bags elsewhere around the table. But yeah, it's been busy, it's been packed. It's like 3 o'clock now, 3:20, so we're about halfway through the day. Yes, it would be my pleasure. Like calico, of course. Let me just package that up for you. And would you like a paper bag for it?
Yes.
Excellent, and you got cash. I will get you $5 change. That is for you. Enjoy your day. Hi, how are you? Very well, thank you. There are so many now that they are spilling onto the sides. I'm working on getting like as many cat colors represented as I can, and my restock finally arrived, so it's filled out. Thank you. That's so funny. I've got some stickers for followers, so these are for you guys. Thank you so much. Also, I'm collecting Labubu photos today. Can I take a photo of your Labubu? Thank you. How was your day? Pardon? Yeah, it was great.
Attention all minicomi
There it
attendees.
is. Yeah, it was great.
Time right now is 6 p.m., which means minicomi 2025 has officially come to an end for this year. Thank you all so much for taking the time to attend the event, and we hope that you all had a wonderful time, just as much as I did.
Welcome back to the apartment. Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday now, so minicomi was 3 or so days ago. I am refreshed, recovered, and editing this video now, so I figured it's time to wrap things up. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't know, I'm sure it helps the video get more reach somehow. I do not have a ton to say, so we'll get this over with as quickly as possible. First things first, 1-day show in my city. Come on, I couldn't think of a more chill time. I had a great experience at minicomi. I was really grateful to get in after all of these years. And while I was a little bit dreading like having to do another con again, at the same time, I think it was exactly what I needed in this in-between Winnipeg, and now this weekend I'll be doing the 3 days at Anime Revolution and the Vancouver Pride Parade Festival on the same weekend. So yeah, that's gonna be the opposite of what this was. It was super busy from open until about 2 or 2:30 p.m. So like 11:30 to 2:30, like rammed busy, people packed like sardines into the aisles. But it was very much the opposite of that from about 2:30 until we closed at 6. Still steady, but not nearly as busy. So if you are an attendee of minicomi, I highly recommend booking to come later in the afternoon. I guess the only downside is that some people might sell out of some things. Like, for example, I only brought maybe 5 of each of the patch designs that I currently have, and now I have more patch designs than ever before, and I am really jazzed on them, and I think I'm gonna keep designing them. But I sold out of 3 of them like instantly, so that was my bad. I decided to continue taking orders, so I kept my display copies up and was like, hey, I'll just mail it to you on Monday, because a stamp is like just a little over $1 here, so it's no big deal to take the L on that to make a sale. And it was the UFO cat, the anxiety patch, and the Meowthman cat that were the most popular. And Chester, I only sold like 1 or maybe 2 of Chester, and at other shows he's like the main character. I'll never understand how trends work at these things. I'm also noticing that the luggage tags are selling much better than I expected them to. I'm not sure if it's because it's a unique item or because it's something that's very like easy to understand and utilize that's causing them to sell more easily than I anticipated. But yeah, I only have like, I don't know, like less than 20 of them left, and I'm kind of thinking like, maybe I'll like reorder them at some point because they're not very expensive and they're pretty fun, you know? I found this show really inspiring. I really did get a chance to walk around for 30 minutes and just kind of see everybody's booths. A lot of people I know, a lot of people I don't know. So I don't know, just taking it all in and being a part of the crowd. And I don't know, it was just particularly inspiring. I had a lot of ideas. People said funny things. And when they say funny things to me, I write them down because if they're like a slogan, I can use like a sticker or something like that. Like I really liked everything go up except my salary. I thought that was really funny. So I do have a character who's like a business raccoon that I've never done anything with. And I think that could be like a really good sticker design for him. I also decided to buy these like pin magnet backs. I think they just arrived earlier today that I'm going to start offering with my itty bitty kitty pins because I have had people ask in the past like, are they magnets? And I'm like, no, but now they can be pins or magnets. You can buy them in bulk online from anywhere. And I think it'll be like for $1 you can have the extra pin backs or something like that. And I'm gonna try that out at Anime Revolution and Pride this weekend, so I will definitely let you guys know how that goes. And I guess the last thing that I wanted to talk about was like how the sales went for the day. And okay, this is sort of a side note, little rant. I try not to have too many opinions online. I just feel like often it's not very useful. But in this particular case, I wanted to point something out that I've been seeing a lot on YouTube in this like niche that I'm in, also on like short form content, wherever you may consume that. Which is when you talk about the amount of money that you make at these shows, like a lot of people will use it in their thumbnail, like, I made $15,000 this weekend and here's how you can too. And I really do not like that. You know, it's clickbait, that's what it is. And I don't know if you've ever noticed, I try not to lean into the clickbait too much on the channel. I like sharing how much money I'm making with you guys because I think it sets some sort of realistic expectation for how much you kind of could look into making if you do this at the scale that I do, which I still feel like is very intermediate compared to how other people approach conventions. I mean, I feel kind of embarrassed because compared to, you know, these $15,000 videos and stuff, like I'm not making anywhere near that amount of sales in a weekend. You should be proud of yourself no matter how much money you make at a show. And as long as you're making obviously all of your costs back and profit that feels fair for the amount of time that you're putting into the show, just compare every event that you do to your other events. So I usually say I want to sell $1,000 a day average. That's my personal baseline. And I try to say like certain shows are a percentage of that. So it's like, oh, I only made 75% of that, of my average at this show, or I made 200% of my average at that show. I just want to make it clear, I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad, and I'm not trying to make people laugh at me also, like, because I don't want people to be like, oh, she's like trying to show people how to do this and she's making pennies like doing it. I don't know. Okay, rant over. At minicomi, I sold $2,000, just over $2,000 worth of product, which is double what I would usually hope to sell at least in a day. So I'm really pleased about that. If it had been as rammed busy from the start of the day to the end of the day as it was, it could have been as good as like a VanCap day, and I compare it because they're in the same building. But yeah, definitely one of the higher sales days of the year, and I'm really grateful because it was relatively low effort compared to the other stuff that I do. So please, minicomi gods, if you are watching this video, please let me back in, please. But that is it. Okay, let's really quickly say thank you to everybody over on Patreon who is helping to support the channel, helping to make it so that I can take the time and effort to record these videos, to record this little bit where I'm talking to you. These are the people whose financial support directly enables me to continue doing this as a full-time job. I kid you not, I owe it all to them, and you can get your name on this list for a pledge of $1 or more a month. For $1, you get things like digital downloads, access to my Discord and my secret shop. And if you have a little bit more to spare, you can pledge $10 or $25 a month to get mailable rewards right to your door. This month we are doing, what are we doing? What day is this? This is August now. So we are doing a beach boardwalk theme. This one is so fun. I have a sticker sheet as per usual, going for beach and boardwalk and cute girls with a little touch of pride. I also have this very self-indulgent little fun reward. I love the idea of interactability in my art, so I made this DIY desktop game that I will kindly ask you to play in order to reveal your prize, which will be hidden inside of a smaller envelope in your envelope. So you toss the coin into the hole. Once you successfully do it, you can open your little prize and get a stuffed toy sticker from inside. And I'm gonna be real with you, there's one more reward. I'm gonna put it up here. I haven't decided what it's gonna be at this very moment. That's what I'm gonna work on, like, after I'm done editing this video. But I really hope that you love this theme. It's super fun, very seasonal, and it's available in the Lunchbox and Big Lunch Clubs only through August, so please consider pledging your support to support the channel, to get some cute stuff, because that's what this is all about. Support cute stuff. That's kind of this whole thing we got going on. Okay, everybody, that's the end of the video. Stay sparkly, don't let the cruel world dull your shine, and I will see you next time. Bye!